A Des Moines family is out over $900 for food this month after their SNAP benefits were stolen. And the money won't be returned to the family's EBT card. That's because Congress didn't authorize stolen SNAP benefits to be reimbursed after December 20th, 2024. As Local 5's Alex Fulton shares, this situation is actually part of a larger trend.
That's exactly right, Stephanie. The Iowa Department of Health and Human Services says what happened to this Des Moines family isn't an isolated incident. A spokesperson told me HHS has received, quote, several reports of this recently.
They made one purchase in Des Moines, and then the rest of these are like Broadway, New York, Philadelphia.
Allison Homan with Des Moines Refugee Support helped sort out the family from Congo's situation.
This is a single mom who has disabilities and can't work, and then her 5 kids.
Last Friday, the family was buying groceries when they learned their EBT card was out of SNAP benefit funds.
You know, it was like, okay, like we're gonna go do our weekly grocery shopping. Oh, there's no money in here. We can't do our weekly grocery shopping.
That's when they contacted Homan, who immediately called Iowa Health and Human Services to make a report.
I said, hey, like, this is obviously fraud because these funds are being, were spent on the East Coast and they weren't in the East Coast. Skimming is the word that she said to me.
The family will have to wait until June 5th to get more money. Before their funds were stolen, the family only had the chance to spend roughly $20.
It just feels like it's just harder and harder and harder to be poor in America, is that everything is working against them.
The family of 6 has since ordered a new EBT card and plans to lock it whenever they're not using it, per advice from Iowa HHS.
The kids especially are just incredibly resilient, like more so than I've seen in just about any other children. So that's kind of what keeps us going.
Now I'm told that multiple community members have offered to make meals and donate funds to the family. I reached out to all of Iowa's congressional delegation on their position on the federal government no longer reimbursing SNAP. A spokesperson for Senator Chuck Grassley's office said, quote, Congress is exploring avenues to assist victims who have had their SNAP benefits stolen. I'm still waiting for a response from the rest of Iowa's congressional delegation. Stephanie.
Alex, thank you. Iowa Health and Human Services does have some advice on protecting your SNAP benefits. The best way to avoid getting your SNAP benefits stolen is to lock your EBT card when you aren't using it. You can do that through the Connect EBT mobile app or online at connectebt.com. It's also important to avoid using a PIN number that's easy to guess. Check your EBT account regularly for unauthorized charges, and if you notice any purchases you didn't make, change your PIN just as soon as possible. Report any suspicious activity to your local SNAP office.